Hi, I'm Daniel Barrington, and I'm coming to you live from Frankfurt, Germany on May 4th at the German Gold Show presented by SOAR Financial Partners. Right over there in the room to my right, a number of companies are presenting and sharing their plans over the next 18 months as they plan to ride this bull market. And you're about to see all of these videos absolutely for free here on Six.com. If you have any interest in meeting with those companies, simply reach out to us and we will set up a meeting between you and their CEO. With that, enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Deutsche Goldmesse. My name is Kai Hoffman. I'm the @JR Mining guy on Twitter, but also the host of this conference. And we were looking at two fantastic days here in Frankfurt. May 3rd, May 4th here in Frankfurt with about 20 companies, 200 investors, 10-to-1 investor ratio to companies, of course. And we're trying to educate here. I've been doing roadshows in Germany for the last 13, 14 years. And one thing I've noticed is we have a lot of investors, but some of them are in the industry, but not in the industry. So we're trying to bring the industry closer to the investors because not everybody can travel to a PDAC or to a Vancouver Resource Investment Conference to meet the CEOs in person. So we're doing our best to bring them here. And we've also got some fantastic keynotes to sort of educate, share market opinions, maybe share some stock tips as well. But we're really trying to paint a holistic picture of what is happening in the gold and in the mining sector. It's not just gold. Yes, we're called Deutsche Goldmesse, but we also talk about silver. We have copper companies here. We had silver company, lithium companies as well. So we're quite agnostic, and we're really looking forward to two fantastic days. Fantastic media support. Six is one of them, but we also have other fantastic media partners, sponsors joining us, and I'm looking forward to two fantastic days. It will be exhausting, it'll be fun, it'll be educational.
Hi there, my name's Rylin Bailey. I'm the Vice President of Investor Relations for Equinox Gold Corp. We're a Vancouver-based Canadian mining company. Our vision is to be the premier America's gold producer. We've been building the company quickly. We started it at the very end of 2017 when Ross Beatty joined us as our chairman and our significant shareholders. Since then, we've acquired two companies. We've acquired an asset. We've built 3 mines. We've significantly expanded our production from about 23,000 ounces in 2018 to around 700,000 ounces of gold in 2024 from the assets that we currently own. So we've got 7 producing mines right now, 2 in California, 1 in Mexico, and 4 in Brazil. And we're just building our 8th mine. We're about 2 to 3 weeks away from achieving production at our 8th mine, which will be in Ontario, Canada. And we've also just announced a very exciting acquisition where we're going to be acquiring the remaining 40% of that mine. So we're going to go from 60% to 100% of the Greenstone mine in Ontario, Canada. That acquisition is going to be absolutely transformational for our company. It's going to add about an additional 160,000 ounces of gold production per year, bringing our total from Greenstone alone to over 400,000 ounces of gold per year. So it's going to be our biggest mine, our lowest cost mine. Super excited to see that one coming online. So the next big news that you can watch for from Equinox Gold is us announcing first gold pour at Greenstone in just a few weeks. And then we continue on with our vision of building the premier America's gold producer with the long-term strategy of having over 1 million ounces of annual gold production. So lots to watch from these assets. We're super excited to see Greenstone moving ahead, and sign up for our mailing list. You can sign up to get press releases by logging on to equinoxgold.com, going to the bottom of the website, and you'll see how to sign up for our mailing list there. And you can also see how to contact me, Rylin Bailey, to ask more questions about the company. Thanks very much.
Hi, I'm Ian Harris. I'm the CEO and president of Outcrop Silver. We are very excited at this conference because we have our flagship Santa Ana project, which is one of the highest grade primary silver projects in the world. We're finally advancing on drilling some of the key areas to do a significant step out from our existing resource, which is 37 million ounces of silver, of which 73% of the entire resource is primary silver. And so we're obviously excited because we're drilling. We've just received incredible metallurgical test work that shows a very high recovery and a very marketable high-grade concentrate, all in the backdrop of some exciting times in the overall silver market. So we have applied a strategy that we're drilling to look at a very expanded resource, all in a time when all this good news is happening. So very excited times at Outcrop and what we're doing at the Santa Ana project in Colombia.
I'm Tyler Hardy, Executive Chair of Tass Resources, listed on the CSE under the symbol TMAS. We're a titanium dioxide developer in Quebec with a brand new published PEA here recently. 208 million tons at about 12.5% TiO2 equivalent, with a 60.8% IRR, 6.5 billion NPV post-tax. And we're going to be heading towards pre-feasibility over the next 6 months here. We currently have 22 million shares issued and outstanding, with significant insider ownership of over 25%, and a share price as of this discussion around 30 cents. Additionally, we have the Lac Brûlé project, also in Quebec, and it's a TiO2 project as well. We anticipate a drill program later on this year, moving that towards PEA as well. Finally, our patented extraction technology, where we're a 50% partner with ORF out of Ontario for extracting the titanium dioxide out of the rock. You can get more information on our website, www.tassresources.com.
My name is Douglas Cavey. I'm the Executive Vice President of Defiance Silver, and Defiance is a Toronto Stock Exchange venture-listed company, DEF, and we trade on the OTCQX and as well here in Frankfurt. We are a Mexican-focused precious metals and base metals exploration and development company with 2 standalone assets, one being the second largest landowner in the Zacatecas district, a world-class silver producing district, which consists of our neighbors Fresnillo Mag Silver, Capstone Mining, and then of course us as the second largest landowner in the district. The second asset is called the Tapal asset, which is a large copper gold porphyry and gold silver epithermal project located in Michoacan, Mexico. Both projects will be undergoing a resource estimate in the next 12 months, updated resource estimate in the next 12 months, and we have an exciting 12 months ahead for our exploration programs, both at Tapal and at our Zacatecas district assets. If you'd like to learn more about the company, please follow us on Twitter, check us out on LinkedIn, or go see our website, defiancesilver.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Frank Candido. I'm the chairman of Delta Resources, DLTA on the TSX Venture Exchange. Delta is a fantastic story. We started this campaign in 2019 by acquiring a property in Thunder Bay, Ontario. And then we made a discovery hole in October of 2023. And since then, we closed a bought deal financing just roughly a year ago for $10 million. So we started the year this year with $5.6 million in the treasury. We announced a 5,000 meter campaign, which we extended by another 3,000 meters. And now we're tagging on another 2,000 to the end of it. So all together, it should be about 11,000 meters that we drill. We're on the last 2 holes as we speak. So it'll take us to a roughly 37,000 meters in total of drilling. What's interesting about Delta is our location. We're 40 kilometers west of Thunder Bay. You couldn't be in a better location if you tried. We've got power lines, road access. It's truly one of the best places to put a mine if we do have a mine. And so what we also did at the end of the year is we did a mineral inventory, quote-unquote resource calculation, non-43 101, and we're looking already at a few million ounces at surface down to 250 meters. So really what this drill campaign is all about is to look at the extensions to the east and west, extend to depth, and continue to explore. And by the time we're done all that, we should still have north of $4 million in the bank. So Delta is a company to watch. We're growing. We've got cash. We've got a few million ounces already and counting. And we really believe that this next bull market, that Delta will be a company that people will have their eyes on.
London, editor and publisher of Gold Newsletter and the producer of the New Orleans Investment Conference. I'm here at Deutsche Goldmesse, and I gave a presentation later, yesterday actually, about the opportunity in the mining market right now. And to look at that opportunity, you first have to look at gold. And the key points that I made about gold were that we were waiting for a Fed pivot as the big driver this year. And we didn't get that. And in fact, if you look back and see that the narrative for a Fed pivot went from 5 to 6 rate cuts this year to 3 and then completely evaporated, you would have expected that gold would have lost a couple $100 an ounce as that just dissipated and those expectations went away. Instead, gold gained about $300 without the benefit of that Fed pivot. And why did it do so? It's really been a broad array of buying pressure from central banks, from China, the People's Bank of China, and Chinese citizens, and a weird mix of speculative demand on the COMEX, on over-the-counter options, and some on the Shanghai Futures Exchange. But my message to investors has been that there's something else going on, and I think we get a hint as to what that is when you look at the fact that gold has been rising even as treasury yields has been rising, even as the dollar has been strengthening. All three of those asset classes have some safe haven aspect to them. And I think there's a broad swell of buying across the world that is recognizing the essential debt trap that not only the U.S., not only the Federal Reserve, but sovereign nations, developed economies, central banks around the world are facing, that debt loads today at every level, from sovereign down to individual, including corporate, are incompatible with interest rates at these levels. So there has to be a down cycle of interest rates, a loosening of monetary policy, but there's also the potential for some fairly dramatic developments in the markets. And I think gold protects against that. Gold gives both sovereign nations independence from the dollar, independence and protection from these kinds of events. And it also does the same for individual investors and institutions. So bottom line is the buying in gold has been broad-based. The valuations in gold mining are still at historic lows, and we still have the benefit, the very big driver of a pivot from the Fed and other central banks coming ahead at some point. So buy gold, buy mining stocks.
Hi, my name is Tass Singh, President and CEO of First Nordic Metals. We are focused in Scandinavia, in Sweden and Finland, and First Nordic Metals was created through the merger of Goldline Resources and Barsele Minerals. Our flagship project is the 2.4 million ounce gold Barsele project on the Gold Line Belt in Sweden. And in addition, we own 100 kilometers of strike, so 40 kilometers or so to the north and 50 kilometers to the south in the Gold Line Belt. And we're focused on finding new deposits on this belt to supplement the Barsele gold project. In addition, we own an entire greenstone belt as well in Finland. That's called the Oijärvi project. It has a resource of a little bit over 300,000 ounces and about 4 to 5 gram per ton. A high-grade project that still merits a lot of work, and we hope we can expand on that as well. 2024 is going to be a busy year. We plan to release some results soon, some exploration results very shortly, and we plan to begin drilling at our Paubakken discovery, which we believe will be a Barsele-style deposit, only 30-40 kilometers south of the Barsele project. Thank you very much, and you can visit our website at www.fnmetals.com.
Good morning. My name is Garrett McDonald, President and CEO of Maritime Resources. We are a Canadian gold developer and explorer. Our primary asset is in Newfoundland and Labrador on the east coast of Canada. What we've been doing the last few years is developing a former high-grade mine. It was known as the Hammerdown Gold Mine, originally operated by Richmond from 2000 to 2004. And we've taken steps over the last few years to develop this as an open pit mine. We've de-risked the asset significantly through a feasibility study that was completed in 2022, showing great economics, 50,000 ounces per year of gold production. We've got the mine permitted, which has happened just before PDAC in 2024. We've got the Pine Cove Mill as well. This is an asset that we acquired from Signal Gold, kind of Q3 of 2023. So we've combined everything as a high-grade open pit, average grade of around 4.5 grams per ton. We have the processing asset, tailing storage facility. We have a great workforce in Newfoundland and Labrador, supportive jurisdiction. And so we're on the cusp of production here. It's really exciting. We've got a lot of exploration upside as well that we're starting to look at. There's additional deposits that we can bring into the mine plan with a little more work. So we're there. We're getting very close to actually trying to finance this project, turn it on, create employment for Newfoundland and Labrador, and a good return for our shareholders.
Ryan Skanderbeg coming to you today from Frankfurt. Thank you very much for your time. I'd love to introduce you to GFG Resources. We're about a 25 million market cap exploration company focused in Timmins, great place in the Abitibi. Look to spend about $3 or $4 million in the ground this year, and some great looking rocks out there. You know, interesting time for gold, and when we look at today and where GFG is, I think it's just a unique space where you have the explorers, producers, developers, and a really great opportunity to look for investments. So for GFG, I think pay attention to what we have coming out in 2023, 2024, and should be an exciting time. Thank you very much.
I'm Steve Robertson. I'm an exploration geologist and mining executive by background and training. I've been working in the industry now for about 35 years. Most of my history has been in the exploration part of the business, and I've been doing a lot of projects where I did deep drilling and discovery. It was a great opportunity for me about 5 years ago to become an entrepreneur and start to run junior mining companies. I'm now working with Prismo Metals as president, and this is a really exciting opportunity for me because this is one of the best exploration projects I've seen in my life with hot breccia. It's a exploration project that we've got in Arizona, and this is in addition to the two quality assets that we have down in Mexico, which really are a little bit more advanced and really provide a great three-legged stool, I guess, for the company to have these three great projects to work on. I'll talk more about hot breccia now. Hot breccia is really a world-class opportunity, I think. These types of opportunities don't come along very often, and I've of course spent most of my career looking for them, and now that we've got hot breccia, this is something that's exciting because first of all, it's in elephant country. We're in the Arizona copper belt. It's one of the most productive copper belts on the face of the planet. And then on top of that, we've got world-class deposits all around us, and most notably Resolution, which is just 40 kilometers to the north. This is one of the greatest exploration discoveries that's been made in our modern industry. And we think that we've got a very similar geologic setting to Resolution. Resolution, of course, was discovered about maybe 15 or 20 years ago, and the last exploration work that was done on hot breccia was over 50 years ago. So the discovery of Resolution sort of changed the art of the possible at hot breccia, and I think it's really opened up new opportunities. We can now go in for the first time as a company with modern exploration techniques to do a job of exploring the property in a different way than our predecessors did. We get to stand on their shoulders and use all the information that they used in the previous exploration that they did back in the 1970s, but with a completely new lens. So the good example of that is the ZTEM survey that we've completed. It shows that there's a large conductor at depth, and this is exactly what we'd be hoping to see. And now we have the opportunity to go in and drill this and see if we can find out exactly why the limestones, which should be non-conductive, are very conductive in this area.